about passport bros. So passport bros, these guys have decided to leave America in search of a wife, a companion, a woman of their dreams. They're saying that the modern day American woman is not for them. They are being disrespected by the modern day woman, and they have decided to broaden their search and go and find their woman in other countries. So let's sit back, let's relax, and let's listen to why they decided to leave America in search of a wife. So let's continue.
You know, the real reason why a lot of men be on this passport bro facade, this passport bro energy, is because a lot of you're a failure. You're a failure. You failed in your homeland, and you know you don't have it in you to do right by a woman over here in the States. So you run overseas to fulfill your incel perverted desires. That's what you do. You run overseas to fulfill your sexual, incel, lustful desires. Because let's be honest, I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but it's not like a lot of y'all men are marrying these women anyway. You're not going over there marrying these women in droves, committing to them and doing right by them. No, you're not. You may get a one-off here or there every now and then. But the real reason why a lot of y'all men with this passport bro energy is because why do you think a lot of these men don't say nothing about sex trafficking? They're able to go over there and have access to these women that's being trafficked. And I know it's going to bother some of y'all, but it's the God honest truth. Whether they're of age, underage, if her body looks developed a certain type of way, well, that's enough identification for me. So she look older than 18. That's your identification that you use. And that's the sickening thing. That's why a lot of men don't say anything about a lot of women being, disappearing and stuff like that, because they're able to go over there and have access to these type of women. Just because a woman is walking around in some of these third world countries and they're smiling and they may look like they're free and they're roaming around, a lot of these women that's being trafficked, they have somebody to report to, if you know what I mean, at the end of the day, and to hand over their money to. So, yeah, a lot of these men, they know that. So, ladies, all of y'all over here in the States, stop feeling like, these men, you got to step your game up and these women are better than you and all this other. No, it's not. A lot of these women are being preyed on because they're being trafficked. A lot of you men are perverted failures. That's what you are, perverted failures.
4,000 people contracted HIV in the Dominican Republic in 2024. Passport bros, I know that's been one of your favorite destinations to go to, man. I know y'all been in Colombia. We ain't got those numbers in yet. But I know y'all been going to DR, man, ever since y'all find out you get it for the 40. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if inflation causes prices to go up, man. So if you're a woman that's dating a man that travels to the DR for fun, test them. If you're married, man, and he go to DR a lot, test them. We all know what these dudes are going over there for, man. 84,000 cases, bro, in 1 year, right? And these are people that went and got tested, bro. A lot of Dominican men, if they don't feel any pain, bro, they ain't going nowhere. So just know that. That's people that say, hey, I feel a little sick, man. Let me go and get checked out. 84,000 people, man. That's freaking insane, bro. How careless people are, man, with their health when it comes to the way they express themselves sexually. People, man, come on, man. It's not that expensive. Use protection, people, man. Don't play with your life like that. I know there's medication so that you could live with it almost as if you don't have it, but you still know that you do. You don't want to deal with that, man. You don't want to put other people through that. Be responsible, people. It's 2025, man. We got to do better.
Ain't nobody doing better. Are they crazy? You think that people are about to do better? You can forget it, bro. Most people that are flying over into these places, if you're not in the military, and I'm not saying that the only place that people go to is the Dominican Republic, but obviously that's the hot spot. Thailand is absolutely ruined, and it's other places too. But most people that are having this conversation, and this is why you got to be careful who you listen to, because I'm not sure that everybody is given responsible advice on how you're supposed to be moving through these streets. I did a little bit of research and I went and read a lot of these statistics, and it's absolutely true. Actually, they're saying that it's a lot worse than what's being presented to the general public, and people have to be careful. But I'll just show you a little bit of something just to have a conversation so that we can be a little bit more honest and transparent about what we're talking about. Studies show, or assessments, was basically saying that the 90% of new HIV, almost 90% of new HIV infections in the Caribbean in 2023 alone were in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Jamaica. And the only reason that it's in Haiti and Jamaica the way that it is, and these huge numbers, because we all know that South Africa, well, maybe we all don't know, but I'm gonna educate you today, that South Africa has some of the highest cases, or have the highest cases of HIV and AIDS and venereal diseases, STDs, STIs in the world, which that's never a part of the conversation when people are talking about traveling or moving back to Africa or even being.
Here's my opinion on the passport bros. Like, it's all fun and jokes, right? We can joke about it, like, aha, guys going overseas, whatever the case is, right? But in the end, it's like, bro, it's just a scarcity mentality to have. I'm just gonna leave America because these girls don't respect me. No, you don't respect yourself.
That's weak.
You know what I'm saying? You don't respect yourself. Either you're gonna boss up and make a girl respect you, or she's not, bro.
That's true.
Just because you go into Mexico or Africa or DR, women there are still gonna be women.
Yeah.
Right.
So it doesn't matter whether you're here or somewhere else, bro. If you're not doing what it takes to be a man, she's not gonna respect you.
I think that.
And you know what's crazy? Most of the girls out here that are aware of the passport bros, they don't give a
Yeah, they don't.
like, they're not looking for those guys anyway, bro. Because the guys that they chasing, they ain't going overseas to find women. Like, they here.
Yeah.
And that's a small percentage of men that they're going for. So if you want to go overseas to find a girl, go ahead. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Why ain't none of y'all passport bros found a wife yet? Because that's what y'all kept on telling us that y'all was going over there for. We knew y'all was lying, but that's what y'all said. You said you was going over there to get a wife. You said the women over there was more submissive. You said they was more compliant. You said it was so many more of them to choose from than over here in the United States. So why is it taking so long for y'all to find one? I'm just confused. We ain't seen no engagement. We definitely ain't seen no marriages. And we don't even see you with women. So I'm confused. Like, what's taking so long? I just don't understand, right? If it was so easy, if when you go over there, the women want you so bad, why is it you have not found one yet? Why? Because we was waiting on you to bring one back and throw it up in our face, right? And we ain't seen that happen yet. We don't even see you with no woman, period. I'm just curious.
See, it's time to tell the truth and shame the devil for once. See, the reason why a lot of these passport bros like running overseas, hooking up with these women in third world countries, is because they like suppressed women. They like suppressed and oppressed women. And see, a lot of these third world countries, they still stuck on these 1910, 1920, 1930, 40, 50, 60 laws where women really don't have rights, women don't have a voice. It's not because these women are better. It's not because those women are more traditional and softer and all this other stuff. No, those women in those third world countries don't have rights. And a lot of these little revenge of the nerd incel men like to hop in a little time machine with their passport. And, just like in Family Matters, y'all know Steve Urkel, when he used to say, "Hi, Laura." And then when he got in that machine and he turned into Stefan, had his chest poked out. That's what a lot of these incel revenge of the nerd men do. They go overseas and they got their little $30, their little $40. See? You want to have a good time, do ya? Man, y'all lame, bruh. I'ma just let the truth be told. I know y'all gonna be whining and crying and you're backsliding down in the comment section, but hey, it is what it is. You like women that don't have rights, and that's what y'all want to go back to. So the closest thing to going back in time is going to these third world countries. It's time to let the truth be told. You don't want to step your game up, because these women over here in the West, they got more opportunities, they can do things for themselves, and y'all don't like that. So it is what it is, man. Y'all just weak.
Nurses talk. Okay. Nurses talk. I don't care if you're a tech, CNA, LPN, LVN, RN, NP, regional nurse, doctor. Healthcare talks. Okay? And one thing what we are now hearing is that these so-called passport bros are coming back HIV positive. So that video that you see these men smiling and gleaming from ear to ear, happy that these so-called beautiful women want them and willing to do any and everything for them, go over there and have any nasty, dirty deed they ever want done, is coming back HIV positive. So that welcoming party is welcoming you to the world of AIDS. They don't want to talk about that though. They don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to get involved in all of that. But us nurses, we talk. We may not say your name, but situation. Yeah, you know, passport bros. You know, some of them coming back HIV positive. What? Are you serious? Yeah, we talk, honey. Coming back over here with shit, with the gift that keeps on giving. If you see anyone with a bottle of Biktarvy in a medicine cabinet, that is HIV medication, I gotta go.
This is the truth about passport bros. As a coach, I've been helping thousands of guys over the years learn the exact skills to be able to meet and attract women in the West. And yes, it definitely works. So I think that these passport bros are just looking for some excuse and wanting to play victim so that they can, I don't know, go off and try something that seems easier, when in fact, it seems a little ridiculous that you would travel all the way across the seas to a new country to then attract some woman and bring her back to the United States. Or maybe you just stay there and you don't live in the US anymore. Okay, fine for you, but there's an easier way to attract women than having to come up with some crazy, brilliant plan to leave the United States, which, let's be honest, is not practical for most men.
You said men are literally leaving their home country to get women. I mean, sir, we don't care that you got to get on them, get in an Uber, pay money to get to the airport, stand in line, go through customs, go through security. We don't care that you have to go literally across the world to get a woman to look your way. We don't care. You said men, that's a simp. You know what a simp is? It's a straight man who actually likes women and don't need them at a discount because they got money. Okay, you got to fly across the world where your dollar is more valuable, so a woman will look the direction because you got an Uber check. Okay, so sir, you're in the wrong environment. You need to be in an environment with competition. We are not your competition. Okay, other men with money, those are your competition. The men that can walk outside and pull in their own country, that's your competition. Your competition is not in this room, sir, or in this chat. Your competition are the men that don't have to leave the country and can still pull. Go see what they're doing. See how they're making their money. Go figure it out. Transfer them. Their money is worth a lot in their own country. They could get a woman in any country, not just a foreign country where their money is worth more. They can get money in any country. Go figure that out. And most of the time, if y'all bring them women back to this country, they're going to level up on y'all just the same. Go get them a man with real money. Exactly. You said you hoes are Jezebels. I'm trying to save y'all dumbass. Go save your mama, sir. We don't need saving. You need to save some money. That's what the only thing you need to be saving. Some money. So you don't have to be in here. Go to work. Yes. Remember when men used to work, go to war, fix cars? Now they up in women's businesses trying to gossip with their legs crossed.